Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And we have a very compelling contest here tonight. Two teams in the committee ranked basically even. The one side gets to enjoy a raucous, rowdy home field advantage. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. And the coverage guys make the tackle. After all that effort, you've been better off just taking a knee there. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing it, and is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
And he knocks through the PAT.
SMU, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cole. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack. And
he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Mustangs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to scramble. On the move, looking deep. He's got a receiver wide open here. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, I don't know if that's a busting coverage or just a mistake by this defense, but the tight end is all alone. Nobody around him, an easy throw for the quarterback, and obviously a huge gain for the offense.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ponies. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Well, what do you know here? An offensive coordinator from Wisconsin calling a nice run play for a first down. Man, we have been seeing this for so many years, so many decades. Wisconsin with the ability to run the football is just a thing of beauty.
Running out of time in the pocket. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
Second down now after the sack. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Third down for the offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Here's the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. And the Badgers are on the move here.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, The offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
And the Badgers will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? The shotgun running play call. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
The Mustangs keep the football on the move. 1st and 10 play coming up.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there. And
the pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. In the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws it to the right. They misfire in the pass as time in the period runs out.
Wisconsin 14, SMU 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They'll try a pass here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down. And now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
And the Badgers will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? At the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Makes a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger. Good quarterback play that always seems to make the right decision.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it here. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting off the defender. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, I really thought on 2nd and goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running. Man, does it backfire.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. And the defense just makes the stop short of the goal line, brought down at the 1.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure,
fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Dunks a short throw down to the running back. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Touchdown, SMU. Just ran away from the defense.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Excellent protection all day to throw. Flings it now to the left. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Pressure is coming, and the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it?
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble now. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the the second quarter. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Lets it go deep down the middle. Had all day to throw. And he throws his third interception of the day. Can he take it all the way? Tackle after the pick, and then he'll do it for the first half of play. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. In the clear at the 25. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an out route, the catch made, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on third down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And the Badgers line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Getting set. Here's second down. The back's got it. And he will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Try and muscle for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Inside the 10. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
And the Badgers are in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Plays bottled up and the football is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's
oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Bringing it out. It's Cole. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Great move in the open field. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry up. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot here. He makes the grab.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs on the scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
At the 18-yard line. Brings up second down.
And the Mustangs look at a cash in the red zone.
Lion. Griffin. Green 25. Dino.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Aiming for the end zone. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ponies. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Wisconsin 31, SMU 28.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Gets into space at the 50. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Breaks into the... Will he score here? Touchdown, Badgers. This offense is still clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
SMU 28.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cole. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team.
Will take over first and 10.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the left side. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Wisconsin.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through.
45, SMU, 28.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. And he's hit just before the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle at the 40, that'll earn a fresh set of downs. The Mustangs looking to run some tempo here.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And the Mustangs pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to chuck it again. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made on the right side. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
By the quarterback. Loss of 2. It's now second and goal.
Got it.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal.
Griffin. Here we go.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. Get some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Offense operating from the pistol. And the single back takes the handoff. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And now it's